Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and I have two very awesome things to share with you today. Well, one is really awesome and the other may be awesome depending on if you like the light or not. So we're going to take a look at a new light from Olight as well as fill you in on the details of their Elite sale. So in a moment, we're going to take a look at the all-new Olight M1T Raider EDC flashlight. Pretty dang awesome, especially if you like the programming. I don't particularly like the programming with the M1T. Pretty similar to what they have on the i3T that we previously reviewed. Don't really like the programming of their tail clicky lights. They should really just stick to their side mode button, which is something that they do really well, but overall quality is awesome on this M1T. So we're going to look at that in a moment, but first I wanted to tell you about their Elite Days. Pretty much the best time of year to get yourself an Olight flashlight. So starting tomorrow the 27th is Olight Elite Days. It runs the 27th through the 30th, and each day you can get a deal on a particular flashlight. Up to 40% off. So let me walk you through the specials that they have going. The 27th, they have the PL Mini, which is the LED weapon light. That is going to be 40% off, a limit of 3 per person. And also on the 30th, they have the M2R, which we previously reviewed, an awesome light that I actually do like the tail clicky on that because it is recessed and the modes make a little bit more sense. So this guy here is going to be 40% off as well from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then all 3 days you can save on a bunch of different flashlights like their S2R, their I1R, which is an awesome little flashlight. I have been carrying this for a while now. I made a little lanyard for it. Awesome little twisty flashlight to keep on your keychain or keep in your pocket. So up to 40% off. If you spend $199 or more, you get a free S2A flashlight. If you spend $299 and more, you get a free S1 mini baton, another sweet light from Olight that I've reviewed. This one happens to be the CRI version, which is fantastic, but I have 2 of those. Use those a lot around the house, especially because it has the magnetic tail cap, so you can stick that to the refrigerator. So if you're looking for an EDC size flashlight, they have plenty to choose from, starting from their 18650s. You know, for me that's a little bit big for an EDC size flashlight, down to their M1T, which we're going to take a look at in a moment, which is perfect for EDC. If you want something a little bit smaller, the i3T is cool, or the S1 baton, and then of course all the way down to their keychain flashlight, the I1R. And don't forget their headlamps as well. They make some sweet headlamps. So the 27th through the 30th, you can get up to 40% off. Make sure that you stay tuned to their website. I'm going to put links below where you guys can check out more details about that. So let's take a look at the all-new M1T Raider, a fantastic EDC flashlight, CR123 versus the i3T that we previously looked at. Now, these are the same length, but if you want something that's a little bit wider and a little bit brighter, the M1T may be for you. Now, these both feature their clicky tail cap. It's not that I'm not a big fan of the clicky tail, but I'm not a fan of their programming. This one even more so than the i3T. This one only has 2 modes, a 500 lumen mode and a 5 lumen mode, and basically you momentary those and then you fully depress to get the light on. But what I don't like about it is that it can only go to high first. So it doesn't really work as well as something like their S1 Mini for around the home. This one I can hold down the side button and it's going to put it into that low lumen mode, so I can, you know, get something out from a closet or something in the room without waking up other people. We use these in and out of the baby's room so that we don't wake them up. And with the M1T, you have to go to high first. So you're going to get that high flash. The only way to avoid that would be, of course, to put it in your palm and do it, which is kind of a hassle. Now, that may not be a big deal for some people. Some people might actually like the fact that it goes on to high first. Something else that's a little bit funky about this light is that it has the momentary, and then the only way to get it to low is to double click it to low and fully depress. So again, 2 lumen modes. It is fairly simple and straightforward, and once you get used to it, it's not that bad. So to go to high, you just click the light on and off. It's always going to go to that high mode. To get it into the low mode, you do have to momentary pass that bright mode and then put it into the low mode. Now, Olight does have a fantastic beam on this light, as they do with many of their other lights. There's, you know, it's very, very uniform as far as their beam pattern goes. It's a very, very nice mix of flood and spot, so that's awesome. The construction, of course, is top notch with Olight flashlights. They have this cool little knurling, a little bit even better than they did on the i3T. This kind of has this spiral shape to it. This one has spirals plus some knurling in there, so that's very cool. It's got the sort of rigid face on the LED side here. The LED is perfectly centered, and again, you get that cool beam. Dual two-way pocket clip, which is nice. You can put it in your pocket this way. It is deep carry, which again is nice, or you can put it on the brim of your hat. And again, for somebody that may be looking for something a little bit bigger to carry as an EDC flashlight, but doesn't want to go all the way up to 18650, this may be the light for you. Now, it does take a CR123 or in a rechargeable CR123. Of course, it will not tail stand like some other small lights. Some other lights in this size will do. The clicky does stick out quite a bit, but again, for some people that may not be too big of an issue. Of course, it is drop resistant up to 1.5 meters, and it is also, I believe, 2 meters IPX8 waterproof. Run times on the M1T is 500 lumens at 120 minutes. So you get 5 minutes of that 500 lumens. I believe it'll step down to 300 lumens, and that'll run for 120 minutes, and then the 5 lumens, which will run at 100 hours. So if you can get past the operation of having to momentary it past that brightness and into the low, it may be a cool light for you. For me, the programming just isn't there. I do like that you can momentary to high and you can momentary to low, but just to have to get it on to that low by clicking through the high doesn't make much sense for an around the home flashlight for me. Be a great flashlight for a toolbox or for in the vehicle or for any other purposes. It would be just fine. So not much to show you as far as the night shots go, just 2 modes, 5 lumens and 500 lumens. This is the 5 lumens. I'm glad they went with 5 instead of like a 0.5 for their low. It does give you enough light for your immediate area. Lighting up a path if you wanted to, you know, not disturb anyone, walk down a path, light up objects in your immediate area. And Olight does probably the best job of mixing their spot with flood. Olight lights have great beams to them, and this light is no exception. Has a very, very nice beam to it. We can jump up here to the high. Quite a big difference between the 5 lumens. Very, very bright. And very, very nice beam again, giving you that perfect mix of spot and flood. There is a pond there. Let's go ahead and shine it on some trees that are further in the distance here. There you go. Some trees in the distance and then some more trees behind that. Just a great beam. I know I keep saying it, but Olight does have a great beam to their flashlights. 5 lumens again, great for lighting up your immediate area and not disturbing others. I just wish their programming was a little bit different, because you do have to cycle through that high in order to get to your low. Here is 5 lumens in a pitch black room. Plenty of light in a power outage, for example. Going to give you that long run time. as opposed to the 500 lumens, which really is going to light up the entire space. So everything I discussed, as well as the links, will of course be below in the description. If you want to get your hands on an Olight flashlight, there is no better time of year than when they do their Elite sale. That is for the next 4 days. So all that information will be below in the description. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and give it a big thumbs up for me. Leave me a comment below in the comment section, and please share this video to any of your friends or family on your social media. If you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of new videos.